Okay guys, welcome in. If you're new to Faith Teams, this video is going to be incredibly helpful because I'm going to walk through the entire system. I'm going to show you all the tools and features you're going to have access to, where everything is, and how it all works. So in other videos, we'll go deeper in the details, but in this one, I'm just going to give you a high-level overview of the entire system. Now, before we jump in, I do want to just let you know what our goals here at Faith Teams are. Our goals are to give you all the tools you need to manage your church in one single system, to make those tools really easy to use, to give them all to you at a price any church can afford, and to give you world-class support because honestly, we love church leaders and we don't want you to be stuck. So again, in this video, I'm just going to show you where everything is, how it all works, and as you're exploring, if you've got any questions, reach out and let us know, okay? All right, let's jump in. Okay, so when you first log into your account, the first thing you'll see is the dashboard. This is where you're going to see the things that are most important to you: attendance trends, giving trends, etc. You can add widgets and arrange them however you want to. And the dashboard is interactive, meaning that all these data points are clickable. So for example, birth dates in the month of June, and I can click on that and see a list of those people and easily communicate with them. And every user in your account, your entire staff, all of your leaders, they'll be able to set up their own dashboard to see the things that are most important to them. Okay, if you click on people, you'll see a list of your people, which is really the core of your church management software. You can edit the columns to see whatever information you want to see, and you can search through your people list using either the simple name search or by clicking the filter icon and searching by things like membership status, gender, city, what team they're serving on, and even search through your custom fields. Also from the people list, you can use the actions button to communicate with people via text or email. You can download lists and do lots of other things. And when you click on any name, you'll see their personal profile page, which is where you can view and update information about this person and group them together in a family. Next, we'll look at tags, and tags are simply a way to group people together in your church database. For example, you can create a tag called trustees, then tag all the people who are trustees. Then you can easily pull up a list of all your trustees and communicate with them. From the Events tab, you can access your calendar, which is where you'll be able to add all of your church services and events. Then when you click on an event, you can click Check-in, which is where you'll do attendance tracking and kids check-in. You can also click Plan, which is where you can create an itinerary for the flow of that event or church service. You can build song files in the song library, and you can upload documents into the document library, both of which can be used in your service plan, giving your team members access to what they need for that event or church service. You can click Set Up Volunteer Teams to set up all the teams who serve on weekends. For example, create a team called First Impressions, then create roles for that team, then add people to those roles. Once you've set up all your teams, you can schedule volunteer teams, and Faith Teams will send out requests to serve, and your team members can either accept or decline right from their phones. From the messaging tab, you can easily communicate with your people via text or email, and you can see insights from recent mass texts and emails that you've sent out. The contributions tab, this is where you track and manage all the contributions for your church. You can set up all your funds, such as tithing, building fund, etc. You can easily input all the manual cash and check contributions. You can search contributions to find any kind of giving data that you need, and you can easily print donor statements with a single click. From the Tools tab, you can click on Workflows, which is where you'll set up all your automated follow-up workflows. For example, you can create a workflow for first-time guests, add as many steps as you want to that workflow, and all those actions will fire automatically, essentially putting your follow-up on autopilot. You can automatically send text, emails, and even create assignments for your team for things like guest follow-up, baptism follow-up, and member birthdays. The Assignments tab is where you can create and view assignments for your team, such as an assignment to visit a member who's having a surgery or an assignment to check on a family who is struggling. Next is Forms. With Faith Teams, your church can create beautiful forms for things like a digital Connect card for guests, conference registrations, and student trips. You can create simple sign-up forms where you simply want to collect information or register people for events. Or you can create ticketed forms for things like student camps where you need to collect a registration fee, and you can even allow them to select add-ons for things like t-shirts and meal plans. The next thing we'll look at is reports. If you click on reports, you can access some pre-built reports on things like contribution and attendance trends. From the admin tab, the first thing you'll see is background checks. Faith Teams is seamlessly integrated with Checkr, giving you the ability to run background checks on all your staff and team members. When you click Your Church Profile, this is where you'll add your church information, upload your church logo, set up online giving, and set up your church SMS texting. Finally, the Users and Access section is where you can invite people to be a user in your Faith Teams account and set their permissions so they only see what they should. Okay, so that's a quick overview of Faith Teams from a desktop computer. We also have mobile apps for iOS and Android devices where you can access all your data from your mobile phone. Okay, so this is just a starter video, just showing you the highlights of kind of where everything is. There's a lot of other videos that go deeper into the details. We encourage you to watch all those and get familiar with all the tools that you have access to. All right, we'll see you in the next video.